Hi, this is Elia from Conserva Mom, and I wanted to bring you today a little bit of a review of the Smart Bottoms 2 Smart cover. It's not so much a review so much as I want you guys to kind of take a look at it in person per se, as I've done before in some other different diapers. This diaper cover came out a few months ago, and it's actually been very popular, and the stores are doing really well with it. And especially with the different prints, I think they've come out with a couple of new prints with it. So I wanted to show you some of the features and how it compares to the 3.1, because I know that's been one of the questions some people have had about it. Here it is stuffed with the 2 Smart the Smart Fold insert, and here is a 3.1. So I wanted to show you guys side by side how these compare. They are made very similar in style. They have the same snap settings as you would find in the 3.1 as you do in the cover. You also have pretty much the same style. If you put them side by side together, they're very similar. They're very similar. They're very, thin, well put together, made in the USA both. The difference obviously lays inside. One feature, this one doesn't have the gussets, this one does, the double gussets. Now, this is where I want to get into this diaper and show you kind of a little bit about it. The diaper itself, I believe they have about 5 or 6 prints on it right now. I'm sorry, colors and prints, about 4 or 5, maybe I'm on 6, I want to say. I'm probably wrong. But this one is Halo, and it's a gorgeous color, and here's Toucan, I believe. These diapers, as you can see, they have the beautiful colors as you come to expect with Smart Bottoms. Now, the inside is the cool part. This is what sets it apart from some of the other covers out there. For starters, it has this, which is one of the big things that we've talked about. I really like it because of the fact that it has the double gussets. When you have a baby who is on breast milk still, it can be interesting when you have a blowout. And so this is a really great feature. It keeps everything inside. This is one of the Smart Fold inserts, which is very similar, pretty much the same thing I would say as the inserts inside the 3.1. The only difference, I think, is pretty much in the width. And these have been probably prepped a little more than this one, which this diaper has to be sun, so don't look too much. I didn't have any that were not, blessed by 5.0. And so this is pretty much, you can see the difference. I mean, it is a little bigger, but I expect that because it is a cover, and you kind of do need it. Now, what I like about this cover is that, of course, even though you have the pre-fold little parts inside of it, you can of course fold it any way you like to fit your child. I mean, if you have a boy, you want to put more emphasis in the front, girl in the middle. I mean, and of course it's got the fantastic absorbency that you would expect from one of these inserts, and it's a natural fiber as well. So you will find the same material here as you do here. That's something that they didn't change. The style, like I said, they have the gussets. This one doesn't. I know for some people this has been a concern. I've heard it, that it leaves the red marks. We did get a couple of red marks at the beginning, and I think that was maybe because it was just so new. I don't see them now. I also was using a lot of inserts in here, because what do you do when you have a cover? Well, you go ahead and stuff it till the baby can't even walk. And so I think that might have been it. I don't have that issue now. I don't. I know people do. I don't. That being said, I love the fact that we do have this, because it does contain a lot of the poo and the pee and all that fun stuff. It does have the 2 folds, the one in the back and the front, to keep the insert in place. And of course, it has the front belly panel to keep baby dry. This diaper does a magnificent job of keeping your baby dry. I'm not going to lie. Once again, they have done a fantastic job of doing so. I never had issues with the 3.1. I've always been really a huge fan of this diaper. And they took it a step further with allowing for you to be able to add more inserts and more absorbency as needed with this diaper. The diaper runs around 20 something dollars a cover, which is a little pricier than most covers are, but I really don't think they're that much pricier than some of the top of the line covers. This is a good cover. It's a solid cover. It's a well-made cover. This cover will last. It's a strong, sturdy cover. I don't want to compare it to this because obviously they're different materials, but I think you can kind of find that they are very similar in style, very similar in feel and texture. I mean, they're pretty much very similar. But like I said before, I think that they didn't skim. I think this is a good, solid cover, and I think it's well worth the price. You can't go wrong with anything Smart Bottoms. I know they have a great line of wet bags that just came out, and these are really, really good covers. I want to make sure I get all the features on here just so that you get a look at it. I mean, it's very similar. If you're a fan of the 3.1, you will definitely be a fan of this, except obviously it's not, it's not an all-in-one. But if you've been wanting to try covers just for nighttime, I know a lot of people do that, or have covers but haven't tried 3.1s because you're not a fan of all-in-ones, I think this is a great way to make it into this brand. I think that they've really branched out into a great direction. I'm excited to see what they have in store. But like I said, this is a fantastic cover, very well worth the price. And I think that you will be pleasantly surprised at how well it absorbs, how well it holds up, and just the overall quality of this diaper. So I wanted to take a few minutes, like I said, just kind of show it to you, let you see it, check it out for yourself. Like I said, pictures are great, but I think video is better. And I think that's the one hard thing with cloth diapers sometimes, is not being able to really see things in person, because a lot of us do a lot of the shopping online. And so I wanted to make sure and show off some of the features on the screen for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you will give it a chance and check it out if you're a big covers fan. And if not, well, don't forget to check out the 3.1s. I know they've got some really great exclusive prints coming out, including one, I believe, at Green Path Baby, which I'm very excited about. So make sure and check them out for yourself, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Have a great one. Bye-bye.